What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is here to bring you another video. And in this video I am here to continue on with my collection series. This is going to be the second to last video that I do in my collection series for B&B Miss, but also just for the year. Today's video I will be combining my highlighters and my blushes, so this is going to be quite a long video. In the past I have attempted to swatch the products so you guys could at least see what they look like on my complexion. I was mainly doing that because I was trying to declutter. Once again, I am not decluttering anything from either of these collections, so I will not be swatching. If you guys want swatches of either collection or any of my collections that I have not really swatched, which would be bronzers, foundations, concealers, powders, highlighters, and now blushes, let me know down below in the comments. I don't mind doing that, but right now I just want to let you guys know what I have, especially for a year of doing a no buy, and where I probably won't be decluttering anything because I'm very content with my makeup right now. I just wanted to show you guys quite literally what I have in my collection. If you're wondering what's on my face, I actually did not record this look. I've been in a little makeup slump lately. I haven't been really feeling like recording. I haven't been feeling like putting makeup on, but I sat down today knowing that I low-key had to record, and I'm really enjoying this look. In case you're wondering, I have some of my shadows that I purchased from Inglot on my eyes. I already knew that I enjoyed their formula, which is why I wanted to go ahead and get some more singles from them. I have used, what, 4 of these shades? No, 3 of the shades, and I love them. I've used 4. I used 4 of the shades. I used these 2, and then I used these 2. I love this formula. I knew I would, because like I said, I've already had it before, but I wanted to get some more. I wanted to do a more grungy look, and I think this is like, if you don't have the subculture and you don't want to get the subculture because you don't like ABH's formula or whatever have you, try these out. I will do my best to list down below the shades because they have weird shade names. They're like numbers and letters, so I will do my best to link that down below. If I don't do it and you are interested, please just leave a comment and I will eventually get to it, I promise. Also on my lids, because those are all mattes, I used my Kristen Lee Autumn Vibe palette, and I used my Oh My Gourd on my lid. I love this shade. This actually reminds me of the electric shade in the ABH subculture. So this really is a look that I could have created from the subculture if I haven't already, but it felt right to me. Very, very right. On my cheeks for blush, that's the only other product I really want to specify today before I really get into my video, because the video is already going to be long. I went ahead and did my latest glowy blush combination, which is my Sugar Pill Bitter Butter Cupcake, single eyeshadow. That's actually an eyeshadow, and then I top it off with a glowy blush from my Spice Market blush palette from Sephora collection, and it is this orange shade right here. I just use that in the middle to give it more of a sheen and everything like that. Oh, and then highlighter. For highlighter, I used a Becca highlighter, which was limited edition. I don't believe you can get it anymore, and it's the Dreamsicle one. It's a really nice orangey highlighter. So really fun products. I'm really happy with my look today. I'm hoping I'll do some more recording this weekend because it is now Friday, and I need to do some recording. It is towards the end of B&B Miss, so I feel like that's probably why I'm just so exhausted and drained from actually uploading every day. But all of that aside, if you're interested in seeing my blushes and my highlighters, then just keep watching. Alrighty guys, so like I said in the intro, today I'm going to be bringing you guys both my blush and highlighter collection. I've literally just pulled out my acrylic drawers from my container store organizer and just put them over here on my Foot Locker, and I am just going to go through piece by piece. I am just going to go ahead and start off with my cream products because those are the lesser amount. The first product that I have here is from Lime Crime, and this is a Lime Crime cream blush. This is my only pressed cream blush, and this one is in Java. I thought this was going to be a neutral toned blush, but this actually has a mauve undertone. It can be neutral depending on, I guess, your undertone and depending on what you're doing, but this pulls quite purple on me. So not the worst shade. I do enjoy the formula. I don't think it really helps to get the product to really grip on as much as some of the other cream blushes that I have, but it is a nice formula. The other cream blush that I have is from Flower Beauty. This one is in the shade Bitten, and I actually really do enjoy this product. I've learned to figure out how to actually get this product to work on my complexion and with my makeup routine. I would enjoy getting a few other shades of this, and I might actually consider doing that. I did say for my no buy that December would be the 1 month that I would take the consideration to actually purchase some things using my points on Ulta and Sephora, and these are on Ulta. So maybe if they're available, I'll look into it. I know they've been having a lot of deals lately. I've really been just ignoring them because I really don't care. I'm really not interested in purchasing makeup, but I am interested in getting some more cream blushes. I really have been enjoying using cream blushes. And then the last product, this is actually a powder blush, but I don't have room in my other organizer, so I put it in the smaller organizer. And this one is from Colored Rain. This is the Colored Rain and Power collaboration. They say it's a blush and highlighter. I consider it a shimmery blush and a normal matte blush. And this is called the Shots. This is a very, very pretty orangey toned highlighter duo. This is darker and more vibrant in person. I think my ring light is just, there you go. I think that's a little bit better. It's still darker in person, but you know, I still need light so you guys can see what the products are. Either way, I really enjoy this formula. I think both shades really work for my complexion, and I enjoy this for a shimmery highlighter or a shimmery blush. So this is definitely a product that I'm very, very happy that I brought into my collection, and I wish I got the whole set of these. Honestly, I think I would have gotten so much use out of them. Okay, next I have all of my actual blushes, and these are going to be single compacts. So I do have multiple shades or multiple types in different brands, so I am going to try and group them together as best as I can, and that's honestly how I lay them out in here, so it should be relatively easy. First, I'm just going to go ahead and do my NARS blushes because NARS has, I think, my biggest collection when it comes to blushes. This is the NARS Pierre Hardy Boys Don't Cry blush, and this is a beautiful, beautiful orangey blush. This is pretty true to color in the viewfinder, but it also had like a gold overspray. I really wish that gold overspray was like all throughout the blush. I think it would have made this even prettier, but I do enjoy that blush, and I do get a decent amount of use out of that now. I also have another blush. This is the Erdem blush, and this one's in Loves Me. This is a very, very pretty red with like maybe a slight purple undertone. I really enjoy this blush. I think it looks really, really stunning. And yeah, I enjoy it. Next is another NARS blush, and this is the Taj Mahal blush. I love this blush. This, I think, was my first shimmery orangey blush, and this is shimmery and orangey. I mean, you can't, there is no other option, to be honest. I do enjoy it, but it definitely is dupeable even with what I have in my collection right now. So good, but definitely not irresistible in case you can't afford NARS blush prices. Here's another blush, and this is in Starscape, and this is a very, very bright pinky blush. I don't get much use out of this, but I really do enjoy the NARS formula. So I'm gonna continue to just keep this in my collection for right now. My last NARS blush is in the shade SM, and this is a pretty nice burgundy. I don't really have a shade that dupes this out, which is why I kept it. I do have some reds, but they're more true reds. This is like more of a burgundy. So I am happy to have this in my collection, and I'm sure I will get use out of it. Continuing on in the first row, I have this baby right here. This is my NYX Paradise Fluff, and this was, I believe, a highlighter. Yeah, and this is in Heads in the Clouds. I actually don't obviously use this as a highlighter. I use this as a blush, and I use this light purple shade mixed with the pink, and I use that as a blush. It is pretty, and I'm happy that I have it. I also have a Kevyn Aucoin blush, and this one is in Rose Cliff. I really wish I got the one that's like Sunset or whatever. I preferred that shade, but I got this one to try out the formula because at that point I thought I was balling with money. Not a bad formula at all, but I just wish I went for the shade that I actually preferred. Next we have a JD Glow. No, I'm sorry. This is the LA Girl blush in Just Fearless. This is another kind of burgundy-ish blush. This is a beautiful formula, very pigmented, very blendable. I really, really enjoy this formula. And yeah, I will definitely be keeping this in my collection. Next, I have a fancy one. This is from Dior, and this is a mauve toned blush, and this one is in the shade Poison Matte. This was something that I could not resist, I think last year. Very pretty, and I have gotten some use out of it, but definitely not enough to warrant the purchase. But I really do enjoy purple blushes, so I'm not mad I have it at the end of the day. Next, I have a limited edition MAC blush, and this one is in Take Me Home. This is one of the Patrick Star collaborations. I think this was his summer collaboration. I generally focus on this bottom shade, which is the more purpley shade. This top one is like a rose gold kind of situation. Not bad formula, which is why it's staying in my collection. I have another limited edition MAC blush, and this was from their Chinese Lunar New Year collection last year, and this is the Melba and Love Cloud duo. Pretty duo. I don't get much use out of it, honestly. At this point, it is just a collector's situation, and eventually I will definitely be decluttering this because I get no use out of it. Last in this row is a Charlotte Tilbury blush, and I got this in Love Is the Drug. When I swatched this in store, it looked beautifully on my complexion, and it's okay. Some days I love it, some days I don't. It's just one of those blushes that is definitely not a ride or die. It is the boob blush, in case that's how you know it. But it is a very good formula, I will say that. I think it's just her shades are not as bright as I like my blushes to be. Next is this is an indie brand blush. This is from Certify, and this is a mauve blush, and this is in the shade 2. I really enjoy this blush. This is one of my favorite mauve blushes actually out of all of my collection. I would highly recommend this. Very pigmented, very blendable, very nice cool tone mauve. Not purple, but cool tone mauve. Very nice color. Next, I have a NYX blush, and this is in the shade Electro. I actually really enjoy this formula. This is the second blush that I have in this formula. This is a pretty vibrant pink. I don't use very vibrant pinks very often, but I do keep them in my collection because I do get some use out of them, and I do enjoy this formula, and I really love vibrant blush shades, so that's why I kept that one. Next, I have my Too Faced Cherry Bomb blush. This is not the most pigmented blush formula at all. I haven't found a brush that really makes this like overly pigmented. I feel at most I get too much shimmer when I use this and I don't get enough color. So I definitely enjoy this blush, but it's definitely something that like I prefer to actually use as a topper than just a base. Then I have my Too Faced I Will Always Love You blush. This is definitely an okay orangey blush. I was lusting after this for I don't even know how long. Then I found it and I got it on sale and it's okay. It's definitely not as dark as I was expecting. It doesn't really pop on my complexion, but it is a nice blush and you know, it's okay. I don't really know what else to say. Next, I have a Juvia's Place blush. This is in the shade Bella, and this was, I think, in their Saharan collaboration. This is like an orangey, pinky shade blush. I actually really enjoy this shade and highly recommend the formula. The formula is delicious as well. Then we have an e.l.f. blush. It's in Always Fiery. This is another reddy orangey blush. Very pretty. I love this formula. I actually have another shade in this blush that I use as a bronzer, which you guys will have seen in an earlier video from this collection series. And yeah, I love that formula. It is really blendable and very pigmented. Then we have the Laura Mercier blush in Cur Royal. It's another mauve toned blush. I enjoy this blush as well. And yeah, definitely not my favorite mauve blush, but this really is a nice mauve, actual true mauve blush, not purple, mauve. Okay, my only blush that I have here, I actually have another blush from ColourPop, but it's in my bag and I just don't feel like getting it right now. This is the Main Cheek blush, and this is a pretty vibrant blush for ColourPop. I enjoy this formula, but it is extremely powdery formula, so you don't get as much wear and use out of it as you could if it had a little bit less powder kick up and it still allowed you to have a nice pigmentation as well. Then I have a Flower Beauty blush. This is a little bit of a softer pink, more of a dusty pink, if you will. This is a very pretty formula and a very nice color. Really do enjoy that product. Then we have a Bare Minerals Gin Nude blush in But First Coffee. I thought I could use this as a bronzer. Turns out this has a pretty substantial purple undertone, so this was not bronzer territory for me, but I do enjoy it as a blush. It's just a very deep blush, and I would only use that on days that I actually don't wear bronzer, so it does not really crash with that. I did have another Kevyn Aucoin product. I actually have two more Kevyn Aucoin products, and this one is in the shade Fira. This is like a mango-y shade, but it is like orangey as well. I really enjoy these versions of the Kevyn Aucoin products. I think they're very pigmented, very blendable, and just really work my complexion. I really enjoy the Fira shade, and this one, if I remember correctly, is like a really bright pink, and this one is in Miracle, I don't know. Yeah, it's a really hot pink. Once again, I don't wear a lot of hot pinks, but I do have quite a few because I really enjoy bright shades. So maybe after the end of this new year, I will eventually declutter that, but right now your girl is good on that. I actually have two of these Laura Mercier blushes. I don't know where my other one is right now. This one is in Plumberry. I have another one that is in a pretty bright corally shade. I enjoy this formula extremely and immensely. As you can see, the pattern is starting to wear down, and I can't wait till I get back to using this shade. Currently, I'm doing a different cheek duo product, but I really do enjoy that cheek blush. Next, I have my most expensive blush, and this is a Chantecaille blush in Laughter. I got the shade in like a limited edition print, but it's pretty. It has a satin finish. It is just stunning. I got this after I really was obsessed with Michelle Wang's channel, and I thought I had the money Come to find out, I don't have the money, but I'm still obsessed with her channel, so it works out. ColourPop, I have one of their Super Shock blushes, and this one is in Drop of a Hat. It's a really, really pretty red with some gold in there. Very pretty color, stunning formula. You just have to find the right brush to really get that to pick up. Then I have this Becca blush, and this should be in Snapdragon. Yep, it is. Very, very pretty color. I really do enjoy it. I am missing some blushes because I don't have, or is it this? Maybe it's this. Yeah, this is it. This is my other Becca blush, and this is the mineral formula, and this is a neutral one, and this one is in the shade Songbird. I really enjoy this blush, and it really is a pretty good neutral on my complexion, and that is honestly hard to come by. Next I have my, or last for blushes, I have my 3 MAC blushes. This one is a mineralized finished, and this one is in Flirting with Danger. It's a really pretty, like, reddy orangey blush. Very nice. It does end up giving you like a more satin finish if you are interested in that, and I think it is very enjoyable. Next I have a luminous blush from MAC, and they call it their Extra Dimensions finish, and this is in Rosy Cheeks. I really enjoy this blush shade. Very pretty blush, very beautiful finish. I love it all. Next I have another shade from that same finish, and this is Faux Sure. I don't really enjoy this blush nearly as much, but this is something that I want to keep in my collection, so it's staying in my collection. Alrighty, so those are all of my blushes. I do have quite a few blushes. I honestly could probably still declutter some of these blushes, like the hot pinks. I don't really use hot pinks. I have no business keeping them. And like the Kevin Aquan blush, I know I don't really like the trio, but I keep it anyways. So there's certain things that like I keep for different reasons, but overall I'm very satisfied with this collection. I think I can do a lot of looks with this. Do I want more blush? Yes, of course. Will I get it? I don't know. It just kind of depends. My birthday month is almost over, and I still haven't made any purchases from any real place that gives me a birthday discount, so we'll see how things work. Okay, so this is the hodgepodge of my highlighter collection. It's a mess because I keep pulling and getting new highlighters, and I'm not putting them in the sections that they need to be in. So it's a bit of a mess, more than a bit, but it is a mess nonetheless. So yeah, let's just go through these products and we'll be done. So the first highlighter that I have here is a Vlada and Smashbox collaboration, and this one is in the shade Rosemantic. I really enjoy this highlighter. This is my go-to rose gold highlighter. I think it is just beautiful and outstanding. I know a lot of people didn't like this formula, but it works for me, so that's all you cannot really ask for at the end of the day. This is our NARS highlighter in Maldives. This is a very neutral highlighter. This is yet again another rose gold highlighter, but it's extremely neutral. So if I don't want, or not neutral, I'm sorry, natural. So if I don't want a lot of pigmentation, I will reach for this. It is hard to pick up, but it's not the hardest, so I guess it's okay. I don't know, I don't really need that, to be honest. If I'm really being honest with myself and I'm like doing the Marie whatever Kaido system, I don't remember what her name is. Anyways, this is an Ofra highlighter in Beam the Haters. This was one of the 3 shades in the original Nikki Tutorials collaboration. I enjoy this immensely. It is a beautiful and stunning highlighter. I am definitely keeping that. Next is another Ofra highlighter that I enjoy immensely, and this one is in the shade Bali. I purchased this to stop myself from purchasing something else. I don't even remember. Either way, I really enjoy this highlighter as well, and I get a decent amount of use out of it. Not a lot, but a decent amount. Next we have a beauty from MAC. This was a limited edition shade, and this was in Snow Flushed. This is, I think, 2 holidays ago now at this point, and this is a beautiful, beautiful glittery highlighter with also a duochrome base. I really enjoy this highlighter, but I also am going to save it because it's limited edition and I can't get it again. This is my Colored Rain highlighter in Your Treat. It is a really pretty bronzy highlighter. I really do enjoy this. Very beautiful pigmentation, nice payoff, all of that jazz. Good blendability, really nice highlighter. Next is a highlighter I actually enjoy, and it also has a smell to it, and this is from, this should be Touch of Glam, right? Yeah, Touch of Glam's Hocus Pocus highlighter. I got the compact and everything. I even got the scent, and the pumpkins do go away. They unfortunately are an overspray, and after I get rid of those, I'm not sure I'll be able to keep this highlighter in my collection, because then the bottom shade is just really icy, and as you can see, your girl just does not have any business having icy things on her complexion. So maybe I'll move that to a different cabinet or give it to somebody else. This is the One JD Glow highlighter that has stayed in my collection through everything, and this is the shade Chaos. I really enjoy this shade. As you can see, I have a really nice dent, or I guess breaking of the pan in this product, and yeah, I really enjoy this product. Second row, I have my Dose of Colors and Melonade. This is a really pretty highlighter, very nice formula, nothing crazy home to write about, but it's a really nice highlighter, and I want to say it's not too expensive, which is always nice. I have a couple of Becca highlighters. This one is in Dreamsicle. I'm actually wearing this one today, so this is the one that you guys saw on me in the intro. Really pretty orangey highlighter. This was limited edition, hence the different color outline. Then we have another Becca highlighter. This is in Chocolate Geode. Oh, I had to get this. This was like a really nice bronzy shade, but this one's just stunning. I mean, there's nothing else to say but stunning. I only have one Wet n Wild highlighter left, and this is the silver one. I want to keep this because it's unique, and just in the event that I for some reason want a silver highlighter, I have it, and it wasn't that expensive, so I don't mind kind of hoarding that highlighter. Next I have a Givenchy highlighter, and I got this with my friend Katie, and this is in the shade Shimmery Gold. I am still slightly disappointed with this because it just looked so much better in store. I swatched it multiple times to make sure this was the product that I saw, and every time I wear it, it just does not give me the same effect. Maybe I'll take some time to really try and work off this pressing and see if that's when I'll really get the shimmery aspect, because I am literally getting no shimmer. I just get the gold, and that just means that it's not as unique as it really could be, or as breathtaking as it could be. This is the Lunar Beauty highlighter in Jupiter. I love this highlighter. This is a really pretty bronzy, but it also has glitter in there, so it's really unique for my collection. I have quite a few bronzy highlighters, but nothing that also has glitter in it as well, so I'm very happy that I got this in my collection. I love that highlighter, and I can't wait to see what his brand comes out with. I'm really excited for his brand in 2020. I also have a Morphe highlighter. This actually is not a bad highlighter at all. This is in the shade Boom. I don't even know what I would say this one is. Let's see. Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, this is like a bronzy highlighter. It's not overly apparent in pan, which is why I honestly always forget and I don't reach for it, because I can't tell just looking at it in pan or just looking at the packaging what shade it's going to be. This is my Andy Candy Serial Killer highlighter. I do use this highlighter actually quite a bit, especially for the shade. I do use it when I want a more red highlighter, because I don't have very many red highlighters, but I am scared to use too much of it, because once I get rid of the red dots, which are kind of an overspray, then I will be left with a white highlighter, and I can't do anything with a white highlighter on my complexion. Next I have a discontinued product, And this is from Makeup Monsters, now known as Menagerie Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Crossing the Stars. This is a stunning formula. I'm very happy I have it. I will forever keep this. I'm not one of those people that like declutters because you guys don't have it. I'm sorry, not sorry. There's always a shade that will dupe it out, but I love that product too much. Okay, last highlighter in this row is from Laura Geller, and this is in the shade Peach Glow. I bought this because I don't have very many peach highlighters. I thought this would be unique and add something to my collection. I must say I don't reach for this very often, mainly because I forget it's there. I always get it stuck in that section and I can't really get it out, but this is a really pretty highlighter, so I do need to just remember that I have it and get some more use out of it. Next, I have some pretty fancy highlighters, and this one is from Dior. Same with the next one. This one is in the shade 04. That's all I have, 04. And this is like a really pretty peachy gold one. This, I believe, was the limited edition one that I was like searching hell and high water to find, and I did. I was so happy about it. Next, this is in the shade 07. No, this is the peachy one. That's just a goldy one. Yeah, this is definitely the peachy pink one. That one is just like a nice normal one. So that one's in the normal line. This one is the limited edition one that you guys can't get anymore. And yeah, this is the one that I was searching above and beyond for. Next, I have two Fenty highlighters. This one's actually the duo in Mimosa Sunrise and Sangria Sunset. I really enjoy this duo. I actually use this a little bit more as blushes, so I might be moving this actually to my blush drawer, but for right now I don't mind this staying here. And yeah, it's very nice. Last Fenty highlighter that I have is the How Many Carats. I enjoy this immensely. I know a lot of people in my complexion don't really use it, but I enjoy this immensely, and I think it really does something for my complexion when I use it. Next, I have a Makeup Geek highlighter. This is a really pretty bronzy highlighter, pretty go-to highlighter. I really enjoy this baby, and would highly recommend this, especially for the price. But then again, she's like redoing her whole line, so I don't really know if I still will recommend it because I think she's discontinuing everything. This is the Caladios highlighter in Laser Glazer. This is good. This is good. I don't know if I think it's as good as it's been hyped up to be. It is a very wearable green highlighter, but to me, like I said in my previous video, I wear green highlighter even to look like a crackhead. Like, it doesn't bother me. So for this, it's like it's a nice highlighter, but is it like drop dead, I can't use it anymore, like I need to savor it? Not so much. This is my Kylie highlighter, and this is in the shade Chocolate Cherry. This is actually a really nice highlighter. As you can see, I got quite a good bit of use up here. It's really nice. It's a really nice formula and a really nice shade for my complexion. It really just melts in my complexion, and I really actually do like it, which was very much a surprise to me. This is a Dose of Colors highlighter that I love to death. This is Chasing the Sun, right? Yep, Chasing the Sun. This is the Desi and Katie collaboration. Very pretty bronzy goldy highlighter. Really enjoy that. Last in this row, I have the second Dose of Color highlighter that I got. This one's with the I Love Sahari palette collection, and this one is in Bath. This is like a gold, but like with a pinky situation as well. So pretty highlighter as well. Okay, last ones are like miscellaneous highlighters over here. This is the highlighter trio that I got from Milani and Holographic. Yeah, Holographic 02. It has like a pinky blue, no, pinky green, I would say, blue gold, and then orangey gold trio. Very pretty. This was like my first crazy out of the box highlighter trio, or highlighters in general. really got some decent use out of that product. I only have one liquid highlighter, and I honestly do not like this highlighter, but I keep it because it's the best that I have found thus far. Hopefully I can find something that I do enjoy, because I really actually do enjoy putting cream products on every so often, and I would like to have a cream highlighter that I can call my friend. I have two chunky highlighters. This one is Pure Collector, and I will never use it. This is the Kristen Lee Autism highlighter. I refuse to use this, so this is actually going to go back here because it's never going to get used. And then this is my Jackie Aina loose highlighter in Le Bronze. I actually got rid of my Le Peach because I never use it. It's way too light for me. I never use this either, but that's because I honestly I don't like to really reach for loose highlighters, so that's why. And then last products that I'm going to be talking about are my 4 bigger highlighters. This is just a huge compact from Marc Jacobs. This was his first big highlighter, and he put this in the shade Guilty. This is a stunner, an actual stunner. So it's like an orangey gold. It is like, but it also has bronze in it. This is a really, really pretty shade. Unfortunately, my shades are like washing it out. That's, I guess, as good as it's gonna get for me right now. But this is a really pretty shade. I doubt this is still available because this was limited edition, but very pretty shade. Then I got the Anastasia Aurora palette. I got this from TJ Maxx like everybody else, and I really enjoy this palette. Very pretty shades. I do reach some more than others, like Lyra and Hilla. Those are the 2 I really reach for when I do reach for this palette. But I must say, this out of the 3 or 4 palettes that I have from ABH is definitely not my most used palette. Then I have my Glow Kit. This is the Sun Dipped one, and this one is like the one that's for my complexion. It's beautiful. These shades really just pop off my complexion. I want to get some more use out of this baby, but yeah, I don't want to force myself to use particular products, especially right now when I am not buying any makeup. And then last product that I have here, I know I have more ABH palettes, but I don't know where they are, and I'm not about to stress over them. I know I have the Dream palette and I think one other kit, but I don't really know what the other kit is that I have. And then this one is my Love Luxe Beauty See Me From Space Drenched Highlighter Palette. I really enjoy this one as well. I get the most use out of, what is this shade? Flare. I get the most shade out of Flare, Extraterrestrial, and Supernova. Those are the 3 shades that I really reach for. The other 3 are just a little too light for me, and I just, honestly, I'm too scared to even touch them. So that's it. That is my blush and highlighter collection. I was able to get through that quicker than I actually thought, which is impressive. I didn't do any swatching, so that probably helped. Let me know down below, like I said in the intro, if you want me to do swatching. I don't mind. I just need to know so that I can put that on my list. I do have quite a bit of things on my list that people want me to do or that I would like to do. So do just go ahead and let me know down below, and it will eventually get to the list instead of in the pile. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, y'all, it has been real. Bye bye.